Playboy hired an author to write an article about UFOs. I bet you didn't think you'd hear that sentence today. The guy in question was named John Keel. He does this deep dive into UFO sightings, alien abductions, extraterrestrial encounters. He's hooked, right? Playboy doesn't actually end up publishing the article, but John, he's now got the ET bug, and he wants to know more. He starts this whole project all on his own that he calls Project Trojan Horse. Now, in 1966, he's traveling along the Ohio Valley, following a string of UFO sightings, when he hears about something that's happening in this town, Point Pleasant. The residents there are saying that they have had encounters and report seeing this half moth, half man creature. Yeah. Mothman. So he goes down to check things out himself, and he has basically like a club meeting for witnesses who have encountered Mothman and want to talk about it. There's one girl there that he's interested in. Her name is Connie. Connie has pink eye. Now, because of his research, John knows that some UFOs give off immense ultraviolet rays, and if you're close enough and if the UV rays are strong enough, you can end up with an eye infection called photoconjunctivitis, which is basically pink eye minus the bacteria. Connie's like, well, I didn't see a UFO, but I did see Mothman, and right after I had an encounter with him, I ended up with pink eye. And in fact, a lot of what these witnesses report happening to them during these encounters are kind of the same thing that a lot of alien abductees have to say about their encounters. Loss of time, an overwhelming sense of impending doom, and hypnosis. As a matter of fact, there are many residents who, while all of these Mothman sightings are happening, are over here saying, hey, I saw weird lights and unidentified flying objects in the sky, all happening simultaneously, and they all stop simultaneously. So, is Mothman an alien? Maybe. John Keel doesn't actually think so. He thinks he's connected to something bigger. In fact, a lot of cryptids and aliens might be connected to something bigger that wants to talk to us, they're interested in us in some level. We just don't know what that means or how to connect with them properly. John Keel would later go on to write about his experiences with the Mothman incidents in his book Mothman Prophecies, which would later become a film adaptation, and both of those two pieces of media are responsible for the huge Mothman boom in popularity. If you're interested in hearing more about Mothman, check out the Down the Crooked Path podcast. Today's episode is all about Mothman.